What up? This is the longest goddamn fucking wait screen I've ever seen in my fucking life. What's up, Mary Taylor, or Murray Taylor? I don't know how to pronounce that, but hopefully I didn't butcher your name. Oh my god. This takes so fucking long. Yeah, I'm using regular voice now. I play games. This is the first time I've ever streamed on YouTube for gaming. Usually we do Twitch, but Mischief's yelling at me and wanting me to... Oh, what the fuck? Oh, you're on there. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't type that shit in.
You're like, hi. That's where he is.
Yeah. Oh, still waiting.
Why is it taking so long?
I don't know why it was... There we go. There's no telling why it was taking so long. Oh. Anyways, what's up? There's just a few of you in here. This is our first time actually streaming on YouTube. Usually I do games on Twitch. I don't really like streaming on YouTube. I just like posting our live shows. But Mischief wants me to go live to, I don't know, get more watch hours on YouTube, because you have to have like this insane amount of streaming hours. Gotcha. So being that there's just a few of you, the way I do this, I obviously don't use my Scoop's voice or anything like that. It's pretty much I'm playing video games, and you guys are more than welcome to ask any types of questions that you may want to ask. Any kind of Q&A or whatever, I'll answer anything that you guys ask. Yeah, it's a little bit more laid back and chill. It's just me kind of sitting back, playing games, drinking, and kind of having a night. It's working and having a night off all at the same time. What up, Dire Halfling?
It's a fucking epic name.
How the hell are you? So as we get new people in here, you know, obviously this is the first time of me streaming games on YouTube. I usually do it on Twitch. These streams are a little bit more chill. I obviously don't use the Scoop's voice. I use my regular voice. But you guys are more than welcome to ask me any questions that you may have that you don't know. If you're new, whatever. Oh, absolutely. We miss hanging out with everybody. But definitely you guys can ask any questions that you may have. I'll answer everything as good as I can, or just open chat is really basically all this is. So usually Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are our nights off that we don't do much of anything. I was going to be watching the NFL draft, but it's stressing me out, so I quit watching it. And now I'm just running around playing Destiny. Yeah, I'm honestly tired of the COVID-19 shit. I mean, I know you guys knew that I caught it back in December, and it was the worst 27 days of my entire life, but the shit definitely ain't no joke. It ain't no fun if you get it, that I promise you. Yeah, I'm ready to get back on the road. Mischief's ready to get back on the road.
Control, someone's lost the kit.
That
Send it
hand
to
cannon, 954. Get rid of that. Yeah, I'm definitely ready to get back out on the road and get to doing things again. Scout rifle, scout rifle. What is that? That's an auto rifle. Jesus. Auto rifle, and get rid of that. Scout rifle, get rid of that.
Quiet! The war cult might be listening.
So we find out something killed a bunch of Red Legion, and then we go looking for it.
See
Are we
what
crazy?
Oh, yeah, well, we're not really stuck in the house. Like, we can leave. There's no stay-at-home order. But, I mean, it is, you know, fucking annoying that we can't, like, go to our favorite Mexican restaurant to eat or, you know, whatever. Or to go have a margarita. Instead, I'm stuck having a margarita here at the house, which I'd rather be sitting at the, you know, I'd rather be sitting at the place having an enchilada with my margarita.
New tasks must be submitted through the proper channels.
Do what? What's up to everybody new that's up in here? Appreciate you guys coming in to hang out.
What's going on?
If y'all are new to being in here, I am Scoops the Clown. I'm sure most of you know who I am, or you've seen, you know, our shows, obviously. But this is when I stream, things are a little bit different. I don't use the voice. It's more kind of just really chill, laid back. If you have questions that you want to ask, you can. It's more or less just general chit chat and hanging out and having a good time. You know, you guys let me know how your Into the Woods is faring and all this fucking crazy bullshit. Just whatever you'd like to chat about. That's pretty much all this is. Let's try this new gun. So hopefully everybody's doing alright on this, we'll see, what night is it, Thursday? Thursday night.
Let's get you back out
Friday Fuckery's tomorrow, which we're actually going to have a pretty badass Friday Fuckery. How did I get in this line of work? That's actually a really good question. Let's see. Before I was Scoops the Clown, I've done a lot of things. Before I was Scoops the Clown, I was a graphic designer for a marketing firm, and he also owned a t-shirt factory, so we did a lot of screen printing and stuff like that. So I did that, And then on the side, I actually opened up my own promotions company where I would, basically do concerts and stuff like that. I played in a band and all that good shit. But I had a promotional company that I ended up hiring these clowns to come out and do one of my shows. I thought it'd be cool to have all these creepy clowns running around a show, and I became friends with some of them. And they kind of introduced me to it, and were like, hey, you play a character in your band, which I did. The band I was in, we actually had a storyline kind of like Guar. So we portrayed characters in the band and portrayed these characters, whenever we were out, doing stuff with the band and playing shows. Once we got off stage, we still portrayed these characters. So, the acting was not new to me. So I created Scoops the Clown, and joined that group, stayed with that group for a little bit, and then went off on my own and started doing live feeds. And really, I was working, heavy metal, hard rock shows, doing kind of a dark comedy thing. So I was never really a haunt actor. I did a few haunts here and there, but I was more of a horror themed entertainer and doing real dark comedy and dark twisted type shit. And I ended up meeting Mischief online. She was doing the same thing. She had her own show, and we got together and kind of threw the dice on trying to become entertainers for a living, and it just fucking panned out. But I could tell you what, it's fun. It's extremely fun, doing what we do and getting to meet all the cool ass people that we've met and become friends with and stuff like that, from big hard rock and metal bands and actors and actresses and all the people that we work with. It's been fun, but at the same time, it is the most time-consuming job I have ever had in my life. Like, that's where most of you work your 40-hour-a-week jobs and hit that time clock every day, whatever your, schedule is. With us, it never ends. We don't get days off. We lose holidays. We lose birthdays. Like, I haven't been able to celebrate my birthday in years, because usually every time my birthday comes up, we're on tour. So I've never got to go out and celebrate my birthday in like 3 years.
Great job out there.
We had to miss Thanksgiving this last year, and thankfully we've never missed our kids' birthdays or anything, but we've missed other family members' birthdays and holidays and all kinds of stuff, and our job usually takes up, it's 7 days a week, 16 to 18 hours a day. Occasionally, I can take time to sit here and play games, but technically I'm working now because, we're working on building this partnership with YouTube, and to do that, you have to stream for so many hours. So even though it's fun, I'm getting to play games and talk to you guys, it's still work. So I still have to do this. It's kind of cool, like, telling somebody that you have to play video games or you have to do this or that to go live, but... What up, Remy? Jeremy. Oh, sorry. It came across, I didn't see the J-E. What up, Jeremy? Huh? What up, hey Drake? Sorry, I was looking at trying to say what's up to everybody after my long, drawn-out story. But anyways, yeah, so everybody coming in here, these streams are a lot more laid back. It's just me. No voice, no fancy stuff, just me playing video games and chit-chatting with you guys, getting, you know, a little bit more personal than I normally would during a live feed, just because live feeds hard to keep up with, you know, a couple hundred people, and there's only 9 of you in here, so I could be a lot more personable and stuff like that. Plus, everybody has, you know, already seen what we look like, what we sound like, you know, behind the masks. But I will drop a little tidbit that I don't usually say or tell anybody, but I think I've said it like once the other day when we were doing the Clown Motel, finishing up. My real name is actually Dustin. You know, I'm no different than any of you guys. You know, we do all the same stuff. I like to try to treat everybody like, you know, more like a friend than, you know, something else, if that makes any sense. What am I doing here? Oh. Well, I ain't waiting on y'all's bullshit. I got shit to do. I can't see what that says.
How are you liking the gun? I wish we had weapons like that at Twilight Gap.
Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, we don't look at our fans as, you know, walking dollar signs. You know, to be honest, we don't really make a whole lot of money, you know, off of t-shirts or anything like that. We make very little royalty, and a lot of people, like, they don't go out there and talk about that side of the business. Like merch, yeah, you make a lot of money off of merch, but you have to sell a lot of shit in order to really see anything from it. I mean, honestly, to us, we make so little off of merch that it's more or less really just publicity for us, because when you guys wear our t-shirts or whatever, you know, it's kind of like a billboard. You know, it gets our name out there. Somebody sees a cool ass shirt and they're like, oh, what the fuck is that shirt? That's cool as shit. Oh, Scoops of Mischief, what the fuck is that? So really, to us, like, you know, that's more of a promotional thing than anything. Yeah, there's all the raids and stuff are still here, and there's raids and strikes, just like the first one. But anyway, sorry to get off of that. But, like, you know, most of our money is made off of, you know, sponsors and stuff like that who pay us to do live feeds and stuff like that. That's where people like us, you know, make our money, just like YouTubers. You know, we're really no different than YouTubers. You know, YouTubers make their money off of sponsorships and cons hiring them to come make appearances and stuff like that. And same thing with us. You know, the wonderful thing about fans is you guys are more like our friends, and you guys are the reason that promoters want to hire us to come out to their events. So, but no, I don't look at our fans as money or dollar signs. Hell, I didn't even think I would ever make this into a career. I had no idea that this would be my career. We really just did this strictly as a hobby. Like, I had every intention of continuing my career as a graphic designer, and I, you know, wanted to get into radio, so, you know, I was kind of going down that path, which, you know, we now own our own radio station, but, you know, that was really some of my things that I was planning on doing. I just did scoops as an outlet to have fun with and do something different and still entertain, because, you know, I honestly didn't have the want or the drive to do the music anymore. And this was something different. You know, it was something that it was kind of, you know, it's kind of like being, I mean, yeah, I'm not playing music, but it's kind of like being in a band, but you don't. Sorry guys, controller died for a minute. Anyways, God, I don't even know where the fuck I was now. But no, it's, you know, doing Scoop Initiative is kind of like being in a band, but what? Huh? What? Oh. Well, I don't know what to do about it, so... I guess Misha says the chat's frozen. Okay. Oh, what up, John Weaver? What up, homie? God, what was I saying? Oh, okay. It's, you know, being Scoops and Misha is kind of like being in a band, except I don't have to worry about 4 or 5 other fucking people having their shit straight. Like, all I have to worry about is, you know, Mischief, and I don't have to worry about her at all. You know, we live together and, you know, actually are a couple. Like, you wouldn't believe how many people are like, are you really a couple? Yes. Yes, we are. It is not pretend. It's not just for the hell of it. Yes, we are really, really together. It's stupid how many people ask us that fucking question. You honestly wouldn't believe it if I told you. But I still get to entertain, and that's what I love to do. You know, she loves to do it. We both love doing it, but we had no fucking clue that it was going to become what it happened. Oops. So feel free to ask questions, guys. I'll answer as I can. Apparently the chat's frozen, so I have to have Mischief read me comments. So if you have a question for her too, you can ask her also. She'll be able to answer you in chat. Those of you that are new, please feel free to ask questions. This is, you know, just a laid back thing. Whenever I'm playing games, it's just very, you know, informal. You can ask whatever you want. You know, I don't play the character whenever I'm playing video games. It's just a laid-back, informal hangout, chat. Grab you a beer, ask questions, talk about random shit. It don't matter. Say, any of you in here NFL fans and keeping up with the draft? I was keeping up with it, but I got real pissed off and fucking quit watching it. This is Destiny 2. Yep, it is free on PS4. If you have PS4 and you would like to play with me, that would be fantastic, because I need to build a strike team so I can start doing raids and strike. How did I create the Scoops character? Actually, the band I played in at the time, I was actually working on redoing my character, which was at the time was kind of a demon, but I wanted to make it. I wanted to kind of take everything that I was afraid of when I was a kid, which I was absolutely terrified of ice cream man. Like, he looked like fucking Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I always thought that he was gonna fucking like kill me and like rape me and turn me into fucking ice cream sandwiches. So I wanted to do something with an ice cream man, and then whenever I got, you know, introduced to this whole creepy clown thing, I really took the demon aspect, I took the ice cream aspect, and I was absolutely terrified of clowns as a kid. So I literally took all three elements that I was afraid of and combined them into one. I sat down and drew out the original Scoops concept, and the first mask fucking was god-awful. I'm not going to say who made it, 'cause I still have to work at his haunt every year, so yeah, it was a horrible rendition that I absolutely hated. I wore it to 2 events, and then I had the Mad Mask Man do the next one. He did it for me. Of course, those, if you don't know who he is, he's very well known for making porcelain resin masks. Well, the Scoops mask was extremely heavy and started hurting real bad, and actually got to the point where it broke my nose one night because it was so much weight centered towards the bridge of my nose that it just screwed me up something fierce. So, after 2 renditions from the Mad Mask, I actually got with, there was a fan who told me about Tony Buck, and I talked to Tony on the phone. Actually, the conversations with Tony actually went for quite a while. I guess oh shit, I just killed myself. That was stupid. I talked to Tony as well as Mischief had talked to Tony. And, you know, really conveyed, you know, how we wanted Scoops to look, what we wanted it to do, and he really brought Scoops to life. And so far, that has been my faith ever since, and probably most likely always will be. I mean, I do have a few other masks that we're actually going to have made. I've got 2 new masks that'll be coming out. I know some of you new people have not gotten the chance to see Negative Scoops yet. I think before too long I probably will bring Negative Scoops to a live feed before too long. I don't bring him out very often. He's kind of a rare treat that I decide to ever bring him out. So I'll probably bring him out before too long. And then you probably won't see him for months and months and months and months. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Negative Scoops is fun. That was actually, that Negative Scoop started as a joke.
Even with no eyes, they've already spotted us.
Negative Scoops, I had one of the resin masks, and it was on a St. Patrick's Day, and we decided to do a St. Patrick's Day feed. It was our first St. Patrick's Day together as a couple, so we hadn't been together very long, 3 months. So, and this this incident is actually what also prompted the Scoops face now in the latex mask. You know, the mask I had, the resin mask, it was really heavy, and the strap was starting to fail. So I told her one night when we were live, it was St. Patrick's Day, that I needed her to tighten my mask as tight as she could possibly make it. And I said, you know, it's sliding down real bad. It's not holding up. So she says, okay. So she grabs a hold of that strap and she starts pulling on it just as hard as she could fucking pull. And lo and behold, it fucking snapped and it broke the whole side of my left face off. And we're like, fuck, what do we do now? So I contacted the mask maker and he was like, yeah, I could fix it, but it's probably going to take like a month to 2 months. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, we can't not go live for that long, especially with sponsors now. Like, you know, our sponsors expect us to go live a certain amount of times each week. You know, we have to go live. So she always told everybody, they were like, you know, what's he look, this is before everybody knew what we looked like and all that, and they're like, you know, what's he look like underneath? What's he look like underneath? And Mischief would always tell him, well, he's nothing but a big black hole. So when she broke my mask, we painted my entire fucking face black and put my pink UV contacts in and slammed a bright pink nose on it and threw up my hood. So it just looked like eyes, a big white grin, and this neon pink nose, and fans coined it the term Negative Scoops. Well, did that until the new mask came in, and we kept getting people asking about Negative Scoops. And we were like, damn, did y'all really like, you know, that look that much? And everybody's like, yeah, you should definitely bring back Negative Scoops sometime. So we sat down and redesigned Negative Scoops, and that redesign is what you have now. What up, Randy? Oh, what the fuck? I didn't even see them bitches there. When y'all gonna come help me? Of course you're not. Fine. Destiny 2 is what I am playing. I'm gonna get the last save. Maybe I'm not. Nobody's gonna come with me either. Oh, they're not. Yep, somebody did. Please tell me there's a... Really? We don't get anything? Oh, there it is. I was like, what the hell? Really? All I get is a fucking shader? That's some bullshit. good thing. Anybody saying anything? Because I can't see it. That's all you.
Randy said never got into that yet.
Oh, okay. That's a good game. I love Destiny. Definitely one of my more favorite games, and I've been really fucking stuck on it for the last 2-3 weeks. Later, thank you very much. I haven't seen much on Diablo. I guess I should look into it. Let's see what I've done here. Hopefully I've finished some.
I've been a hunter for 12 years.
Mischief isn't as talkative as I am. She doesn't like talking. She says that she was a hunter for 12 years. You can tell the story. I don't like telling you your story.
You don't like to tell me my story?
Tell you your story. It's your story to tell, not mine.
Hey guys. So I've been a hunter for this will be my 13th season, and this would be the 9th year that I have been a clown. So I've been a clown for a long time. I even have my old outfit tattooed on my leg, like my whole I'm tattooed on my own body, which is weird, but you know. But yeah, so I started going live from my haunted house here in Bellevue, Nebraska, and then I met Scoops and convinced him to move to Nebraska. That's about it.
Feels good to be back.
And she's gonna put me back on the headset.
Still in one piece?
What are you doing? Need a bunch of
Whatever
shit.
you need. We're in this together.
Who? What? Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's either her or the other one. The one that gives us our VIP passes every time we get there. Yeah, Amanda, she's always nice to see. Yeah, go find a local haunted house, and most of them don't pay. Most of them are, 99% of them are volunteers, so just go volunteer at one, and you can, try to get in that way. Me, I don't come from a haunt background. I already told y'all I was always in music and stuff like that, and now we're getting real heavy into film. So haunts are not even a priority. They're not really on the radar. If we get invited to come make a guest appearance at one, we will. We're actually going to be making only one guest appearance this year at Haunted House. Woods of Terror in Greensboro, North Carolina on October 16th and 17th. But other than that, we will not be doing any other haunts this year. I don't think that was really a haunt. We're doing other things during the haunt. I'm talking about haunts. I didn't say events, I just said haunts. Yep, you sure can. Normally we just put our usually we just put our regular shows on here. We're trying to build up to 1,000 subscribers. So we can try to become partners. We got to do 1,000 subscribers for 4,000 hours of streaming before we can become a YouTube partner and get monetized. So she decided, because usually I don't do gaming on YouTube. Normally the gaming I do is on Twitch. But I guess I'll be gaming on here a little bit more often. And Mischief, she does some gaming too. She does. You guys can actually game with her. Actually, if anybody has PS4 and you would like, you know, my information, and you'd like to play Destiny 2 with me, let me know. Send us a message on the Scoops and Mischief Facebook page. We're actually active on all of our pages. We're more active on Facebook than anything, but we do get on Instagram at least once a day, and I'm on Twitter at least once a day. I'm still learning Twitter, so Twitter's a very strange world to me. Good evening. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. I'm glad you think it's funny. I don't think it's funny. I don't. You weren't nearly raped. I would rather not ever be put that thing. That was not a fun position to be in. Just saying. Cool. What the... Oh, the near raping? Oh, that was not a fun time. It just wasn't. I guess I'll like So there was this girl who lived local to us that was a fan, and she hung out with some musical groups that live here that we are friends with and hang out with occasionally. Anyways, we started letting her hang out with us, and she was all cool at first, but then we realized that she was a severe alcoholic. When I say severe, I mean fucking severe alcoholic. Well, she wanted to come over one night to hang out and play games. So we're like, cool, you know, that's cool. We don't mind. So she comes over and hangs out, and shit's going good, you know, whatever. We're having a good time. She's fine. There's nothing too crazy going on. Well, it hits about midnight, and Mischief decides she wants to go to bed. She's tired. Yeah, which is fine. It's fine. It was time for us to go to bed, and we're like, oh shit, how the hell did that happen? So she goes to bed. Well, I decided that I had like a quarter of a beer still left to drink. And I'm like, well, I don't want to waste it. I'll just sit up and drink it. So like this girl's like, you know, pretty much on her way out. Like she's hugging people and be like, oh, I'm leaving, and we're like, all right, cool. And then, you know, I told Mischief, I said, you know, I'll be in the bed in a little bit, so I'm gonna, you know, stay up and finish my beer. Well, next thing I know, she's like, well, can I stay and drink one more with you since you're gonna stay up? I said, sure. Well, 1 turned into 2, turned into 3, turned into 4, turned into 5, and she just would not get the fucking hint to go home. Like, she had, like, well, overstayed her welcome. Well, then she, like, decides to ask me, she's like, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, she's like, didn't you used to be a tattoo artist? Well, a long ass time ago. Yeah, why? Well, can you fix this? And like just drops her fucking pants like right there on the spot. Like isn't wearing any panties. Like she could have pulled it down easily for me to be able to see the tattoo without seeing everything. Oh no, like she straight pulled damn near her pants off and like vagina in face. And I'm like, okay. Well, then it got a little worse because then she starts playing like love songs and like sending me text messages over my phone because it's being mischiefs in bed. But her little sister who stays with us, she was not. She was still up with us. And this girl decides to start sending me text messages like playing these love songs and like listen to this song, listen to the lyrics and all this other crazy shit. Well then she's like sending me messages of basically like, hey, we're gonna somehow get rid of this little girl and you're gonna fuck me. And I'm like, no. And finally it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, she's like dancing and like grinding on my table in the living room and I'm like, oh my god, like what the hell am I gonna do with this chick? Like she is not leaving. And then all of a sudden she was like, either one or two things are gonna happen. Either you're gonna fucking spend time with me or I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna fuck your wife. I was like, okay, it's time for you to get the fuck out. And like she like come up trying to fucking touch me and shit and I was like, alright, get the fuck out. Like get out now. Because we're about to have a serious fucking issue. So yeah, that was my terrifying fan story. That is definitely the scariest fan interaction that I've ever had. I mean, there was a girl who asked me to fuck her at a convention because she had a fetish for clowns, but after I told her that she had to go talk to Mischief about that one, and she looked over and seeing that Mischief could wash her like a fucking bug, she decided that probably wasn't right. So she gave that up quite quickly. Yeah. Yeah, there's some psycho people out there. We haven't met too many, to be honest. We've been pretty lucky on that. Like, most of our fans that we've met or hung out with or became friends with have actually been really fucking cool. There's just really just a few instances that is, you know, got a little scary. But she was definitely by far the worst one that we've ever had. I mean, we've had some nasties in the inbox. Actually, the Waffle Town story is pretty bad. Back when Mischief and I first got together, we had Snapchat all for about a month, for good reason. This girl decided to get a video in our inbox on Snapchat, and I go and open it up, and it's this girl who, at first, the video started out, as just showing like her bottom jaw and like neck. And then the video starts to go down and it's got scoops written across her chest, and then turns out she's completely topless. So she's like titties out, fucking rubbing on the boobies, and gets a little bit lower and hits past her belly button, and all it says is insert cone here, and goes further down, and she is steadily masturbating with the Waffle Town. I am not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Like, I am dead serious. I know everybody always asks me if I'm like playing or not whenever we tell that story. I'm like, nope. I am very serious that actually did happen. Some of this stuff I'll have to write a book about. Yeah, that's true. That is true. We deal with that on a quite regular basis. And Mitch just had a few creeps in her inbox, but nothing too insane, at least not yet. So I say that. We'll end up getting one. I used to get a lot of guys sending me dick pics on Facebook if they thought my nose page was her. Oh Lord, no, yeah. Oh, I definitely bet you got some fucking stories then. Cab drivers and Uber drivers have some of like the scariest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life.
If there are any Guardians on this channel, a warsat just crashed in your vicinity. I could use your help recovering its data.
We can't let the Hive claim this warsat.
No. I've had some friends of mine that are Uber drivers that have told me some crazy shit.
Multiple hostiles detected. Rasputin is activating the valve.
I had a buddy of mine that was a Uber driver down in Dallas, and he told me about this time these two girls were on their way to a concert, and it was about a 30-minute drive to take them. Well, they get in the car, and they're about 3 minutes into the drive, and these two girls just decide that they're going to start fucking in his back seat. Like, full-blown getting naked and going to fucking Muff Town.
Live suppression field is up.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. That is just nuts. Yeah, the lesbian sex scene is probably one of the craziest things I've ever heard of. Like, he said they just started going at it. Like, there was like nothing. Like, they sat down and were quiet and kind of talking, and then next thing you know, like, it got really, really quiet, and I think it. Yeah, I think I just killed myself. No, he said it got really, really quiet, and then he looked back there, kind of heard, something funny, and looked back, and both of them were butt naked, and one was going down on the other one, right there in the back seat of his car. Like, you do realize that this is my car, not like a company car, but like my car. He said that he went ahead and let him do it when he called the headquarters and let them know, and I guess they ended up charging the girls $500 for a fucking cleanup fee. And he, of course, he got, all of that. But he basically got paid $500 to watch these two girls scream. Like, were they at least decent looking? He was like, oh yeah, they're both hot.
Live suppression field is up.
Well, I mean, there's a plus side to everything. You watched a full-on live porno in your back seat, and you got paid $500 to do it.
Rasputin's initiated offensive subroutines. The Javelin should be there any moment. Suppression field is up. Cougar. Here's something to fight back the hive.
We'll take care of it.
Bless you. Bless you. Are you okay?
Down. Warsat clear.
All in a day's work. Great job out there.
Alright, do we get a lot? I was about to say, what's the spot? There. Oh yeah, that was a good weapon. That was a good weapon. Oh guys, it's hit that hour mark. I'm gonna jump off here and get back to my margarita, and I will see y'all soon. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight.